Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up?
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on? Welcome back to Save the Planet.
Woohoo.
I'm Keith. That is Jbomb.
That's me.
Endorsed by Mountain Artist Democracy, we are.
Go mad.
Hey, I always forget whenever this comes around, but happy birthday, Mad, this past week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big five. Yeah.
What a freaking appropriate date,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 420. Yeah. That's the perfect date for this club to be born.
Oh, yeah. Like friggin' who would guess that 420 was such a huge day for more than one thing? Unfortunately, there's a lot of bad stuff that has happened on 420 too.
Yeah.
That was rather unfortunate to learn. I've heard about one of them, but yeah, whenever you hear about the anniversary of like Columbine,
Yeah.
in the birth of Hitler.
Yeah. Hitler's birthday.
Yeah. I feel like that's done on purpose too, like more ways than one.
Yeah.
But like it's so like, oh, so we got fucking all this bad stuff happening. Yeah, you might want to smoke a joint after that.
I think when they thought of this holiday, they were like, you know what? How can we do something to forget about Hitler's birthday? I know. We'll just get really, really stoned that day.
You know they didn't put that much thought into it. They saw 4, they saw 20, and they were just like, oh, epiphany.
We have to do this.
The smoke cleared for just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Not for long.
Oh, no, they went right back to doing it, but for a brief moment there.
It was like a Willie Nelson concert.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Everybody just staring at their hands and shit.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands, J-Bomb.
Pulling to Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands.
So listen, this is going to be one of those episodes where we have absolutely nothing planned. We had stuff a little over a week ago or so, which by the way, it felt like a lot longer since we've done a podcast. It's only been a little over a week.
Yeah, it's not been long.
No, I mean, I like doing those ones on Tuesdays, but like we definitely had a plan of doing 2 this week or two in 1 week the past 2 weeks. I'm kind of glad that didn't end up happening.
Well, like I told you when you messaged me, it's like, dude, I really don't know about doing one. And I was like, honestly, I have nothing I can even think of we would talk about. So I'm fine with that,
Yeah. So we're just here shooting the stuff. If we go a little shorter today, we're not going to go like 17 minutes. Come on.
No, what is this? This ain't no chicken strip popsicle going on here,
Whoa, man. Talk about a callback. Holy crap. Wow. Haven't heard that one in a while.
The old chicken strip popsicle.
Jeez, was that 2019 or 2018? My God.
I think it was 2018, maybe.
That's crazy. We've known each other for a few years now. That's nuts.
Well, I mean, this past February made 4 years in the club for me. So
yeah, so that would make sense that we started because it wasn't too long after you started in the club and I started in the club that we did All Things Today with Noah.
Yeah, I started doing those recaps, and I guess that it got a lot of people in the club's attention, but it got Noah's attention, and I guess Noah was having the idea he wanted to do a podcast. He kept seeing my ass pop up every day talking shit, and he's like, I guess I can get him on this. And then you two being cousins and all, it all just fell into place.
Who would have thought, though, that almost 4 years later, we're still technically doing that same podcast in a way, only without the guy that came up with the idea.
Yeah. Yeah. The dude that came up with the idea all along is not here, and we're still here.
It's unfortunate, but it's also really fun.
Oh yeah. And we've had some great shit out of these podcasts. So.
Oh, dude, this year in particular, we've already had some of our best stuff.
Oh yeah, it's been awesome. And more to come.
I was going to say, why are we talking as if this is like the end? Like, is this a recap show? Is this like the
like final episode, everybody?
yeah? Is this where we go back in the archives and like do like flashback sequences and you all listen to old stuff of ours?
Like
We're just
it's been a hell of a ride, everybody.
we're just like phoning it in, just like a lot of those old sitcoms do.
Yeah.
You always get that one flashback episode.
Yeah.
Trust me, we are not doing that. It's just every now and then, every time we bring up the 17-minute thing, we always have to somehow bring up all things.
We
today.
always have to think about all things today. Was that the shortest one? I thought we did like a 12-minute one too.
No, 17 minutes was the shortest.
17 minutes was the shortest. Okay.
Yeah, well, with Save the Planet, we've done a 30-minute one, but that was a special one because it was the MadFest one last year.
Yeah, no, that's different.
Yeah, so that one made sense why it was so short. But this year, I think
we were on location for that one, and I had a job to do, and my kids were there, so it was kind of difficult to pull out 30 minutes. But we did it.
Surprisingly, we were able to get 30 minutes this year. I don't think we should do a full podcast per se there, but I think we should do one like maybe the day before or something.
Yeah.
Day before or the day after, like, so you're going to be there. You're going to come in the day of, or will you be around like the day before?
That depends on if my kids are coming. If my kids are coming, I'll be there the day of. If my kids ain't coming and they're with their mom that week, then I'll probably come in a day early. Actually, the day before MadFest is my birthday.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I might come in early and come up there and party up with you guys.
Well, that sounds like a bitchin' idea, but you got to make sure if your kids are there though.
I think my kids are with their mom that week.
Really?
I think. And honestly, if that's true, they're going to be pissed.
Yeah, because they had a lot of fun last year.
They loved MadFest. They've asked when the hell MadFest is again, and they've asked when AmpFest is again. They had a blast at both of those shows.
Hey, AmpFest is coming up though, isn't it?
June. Yeah.
Oh, June. What's the one coming up in May? The early May.
Well, the Pit's having a bunch of shows, but I believe that AmpFest is June 11th.
I'm thinking of a more like local type private party, aren't I?
You're thinking of the May 7th show here.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Because I got it confused. I was like, I thought that was correlating with something else that was going on that week, or is that just it's a private show? Never mind.
Yeah, May 7th is Push the Attack and Forever Yours playing here.
Yeah. Because I don't know. My head gets all screwed up when it comes to trying to figure out all these shows. I also feel like I'm pretty bad here recently, like sharing shows. Like I'll share shows.
I found out also though we may be minus one member of Push the Attack for that show.
Really?
They're still going to play, but we may be minus one member.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That would be Star U, because they changed the date that they're going to induce Peaches for her to have her baby. They bumped it to May 1st.
Oh.
Yeah, so he may be getting to be a daddy. So I told him, I was like, man, this is you getting to be a dad for the very fucking first time. I was like, you do you, man, and we'll still have fun here.
Fuck that. That friggin' do something special for him whenever you all are hanging out. Like if he's there or they at the house or something, just call him up or something like that, man. That's a big deal being a first time dad. I wouldn't know.
It is. Oh no, it's a total big deal. I remember being a dad for the first time. There's nothing like it in your life, man. It's life changing. Yes. And then you add two more kids on top of it, and your life's like, what the hell? Now my kids, like, they outnumber me, and I'm like, shit.
They're about to outgrow you here soon.
It ain't gonna take much.
I saw the picture of your oldest daughter and your son, and it was just like, holy crap, they're almost up to your shoulders already.
Yeah, Lily especially, my oldest is, my God, she is just every week when she comes back, I'm like, fucking stop growing. Just slow down,
Slow down.
I mean, the problem is, man, Well, it ain't just that I'm only so tall. It's that I don't make much money, and she's growing out of her fucking clothes, and there's
Oh
nothing
yeah.
here that fits her. So I have to go buy whole new fucking wardrobes for her ass, and put myself in the poorhouse even more than I'm already am.
That's why you get like bigger stuff.
Yeah, I mean I always do, but dude, as quick as kids grow, it don't matter.
Really?
You get them something that's a size bigger. 2 months later, it fits them, and then a month later, it doesn't fit them anymore. Like they grow, man, so fucking quick. Of course, the way my daughter likes to eat, it makes sense.
She
Like
eating good in the neighborhood?
Jesus, dude. Like one night we had, on Tuesdays I do taco night, well Mexican night, and like now I've done got to where I don't just do tacos with refried beans and rice. I'll do fajitas too because my daughter loves for me to make her quesadillas.
Oh, that sounds so good.
So like one night she ate two quesadillas and some Mexican rice. And then like an hour later, she comes in my room. She's like, "Daddy, I'm still hungry." And I'm like, "Well, what do you want?" She's like, "Can I have a few Doritos?" And I was like, "Yeah, you can have a few Doritos." She went in there, opened a brand new bag of Doritos. 30 minutes later, comes to me with an empty bag of Doritos, and she's like, "I'm not hungry anymore." And I'm like, "No shit."
No shit. You just ate a whole bag of Doritos. It wasn't like a party bag, was it? I'd be even more impressed.
No, it wasn't a party bag. It was a
Okay,
normal bag.
good.
But I mean, she's gonna be 8 next month. For her to just eat all those fucking quesadillas and shit, and then an entire bag of Doritos, I'm like, my god,
Wow.
yeah.
That's pretty well, she's a young growing girl, makes sense.
hmm
But
Now, like my youngest
damn.
one though, my youngest one's gonna be like my ex-wife. She's gonna stay tiny.
Really?
I mean, she eats, but she doesn't eat a lot. But like even her doctor said that like she's shorter than she should be, and she's definitely skinnier than she should be. And when my ex-wife told me this, I was like, "The doctor look at you?" Because like my ex-wife's 5'5" like me, but she's like 105 fucking pounds, if
Right.
that. She's a fucking beanpole. I'm like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with my kid. It's just she takes after her mother. That's all. Doctor's just trying to make some money."
Sounds like it. Well, what doctor isn't?
Yeah, they're all out for money.
I could make some comments about that, but I will keep my opinions about that to myself. I feel like I've said enough.
So I mean, what have you been up to this week? Anything eventful?
Not much. Feeling like I got screwed over, but I can't go over why.
Mm.
Yeah, that's I need to. I'm not needing to slow down a little bit, but I definitely am going to take a week to just like stay at home.
Recharge your batteries,
Yeah, it's
get your
like
head straight. Yeah.
yeah. Because I've been falling off. Not in a bad way. I've just been like falling off of things that I want to do. You know, just trying to do other things, and yeah, I need to recharge a week, even though I don't like being like staying at home a lot anymore.
Yeah.
I just need a week or so to just be like, all right, I just want to go to work, come home, recharge batteries, play some games that I haven't played for a while.
Yeah.
And then by next week sometime I'll see where I am with my with how I'm feeling. Cause right now
Gotcha.
I'm just like just
I'll tell you one damn
uh,
thing, man. Like my week's been like normal,
mm-hmm.
except for yesterday.
Really? What happened yesterday?
Yesterday was just insane. Like every month I don't know if y'all have one of those up where you live at, but you know of the Eagles? It's like a club, like the
Mm,
Fraternal Order of the Eagles.
no,
It,
I do not know.
it's kind of like the Elks Lodge. Like it's just like a bar where members get together and they drink
Oh,
and gamble and shit like that.
I've heard about stuff like that.
yeah. Well, I spray one every month, and they have these gambling machines in there, like the slot machines.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I go in there to spray, if I got money on me, I'll put like 10 or $20 in the machine, and that's all I'll do. I because I'm not going to do like my sister. My sister blew like 4 grand in one day on a gambling machine.
Woo,
I will
wow.
not do that. Yeah,
Yikes.
my rule is I'll put $20 in. If I don't win, I walk away.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I went there, I sprayed, and then I popped $20 in the machine, and I got down to about 13, and I hit it. I hit the shit. What would they call it? Wasn't like
Jackpot.
it wasn't like a jackpot. It was this game's called Three Kings. It's these lions, and if you can line up three of them, then you get like so many free games that you get to play without having to bid on them.
Hmm.
Well, I hit the purple ones and I got like 17 free games. I was like, fuck yeah.
Well, that's
So
cool.
I got through my 17 free games and I was up to like $39. I was like, cool.
Nice.
I kept playing. I got down to about $6 and I hit the red ones and got like 33 free games. And I was like, fuck yeah.
That's how they get you.
Well, I got halfway through those free games and I hit the green ones and got an extra 50 free games.
Oh my god.
By the time my free games was over with, I was at $268
Yo.
off of $20. And I was like, this is a good day.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I was like, well, I'll play it down to 200. If I get to 200, then I'll go ahead and cash out. And I'm done.
Oh boy, I know. I feel like I know where this is going.
Oh no, you don't.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I I got down to 200. I said, okay, fuck it. I'm taking my money and running. So I cashed my ticket out. Went to the bartender, and she's like, "How much did you get?" And I was like, 200. And she's like, "Oh," and I was like, "What's wrong?" She's like, "Well, the company that brings us the money for those machines hasn't showed up today."
What the?
She's like, "If it was something under $100, I could give it to you, but I don't have $200 to give you until they come." And I'm like, "Well, when are they going to be here?" And she's like, "Come back about 5 or 6 o'clock." I said, "Okay." I come back at 6. She's like, "They're not coming today." And I'm like, well, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I mean, that $20, mind you, that I put in that machine was the last $20 I had. I was broke after that.
Yeah. You needed that $20.
Yeah, I needed my $200.
Well, yeah. Right. I'm just saying.
So I was like, well, fuck. Okay, I'll come back tomorrow and get it. And I did get my money today.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I did get my 200, but I was broke yesterday, and me and my mom, we was out of cigarettes, and I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? So I called up my sister because I spray my sister's bar, the bar she works at, and that's money for me. That's $50 for me.
Right.
So I go out to her bar, I hang out, have dinner. She goes ahead and gives me the $50, and then they close. When they close, I spray the place. Well, then one of the servers leaves, and as soon as she's gone, she's blowing up my messenger, calling me on Facebook Messenger. And I'm like, what the fuck does she want? So I
Hmm.
answered her. She's like, y'all might want to watch when you go outside. And I'm like, why? And she's like, there's a big ass bear outside.
What the fuck? I didn't see this coming.
Yeah. And dude, me and my sister went out there because she told us where it was at. Me and my sister went out there, and dude, this bear was fucking huge. And he did not give a fuck about us. Like
Oh,
he sat on his ass and just watched us, and we talked to him and everything, and it didn't startle him one bit. And
man.
finally, he got used to us and just walked right past us and went right down to the dumpster at the bar my sister works at, and went ahead and jumped in the dumpster and started going through trash.
Stupid bear.
Oh, my sister had to clean up all that trash today. She was pissed.
I wouldn't blame her.
Yeah,
Cleaning up a bear's shit.
yeah,
Bear's
yeah.
trash.
It was bad.
That's
I
a
actually I just sent you two pictures of the bear.
all right. I'm curious about this bear. Whoa.
He's a big boy.
That's a mean motherfucker.
I told my sister, I said, it's funny ass advertising. I was like, if your boss wouldn't kill you, I said, I'd put that on Facebook because the sign that's above him
Mm-hmm.
is the sign for my sister's bar. It's the sign showing where the parking is for the bar. I was like, he's just hanging out by the sign. That would make great promotions right there. But the thing is, when we seen the bear and he went to the dumpster, my sister's car was right in front of the dumpster.
Oh,
So my sister's like, I hope you wasn't planning on leaving because you're staying till I leave. And I was like, I got you. So
yeah.
me and
That's
my sister sit in this bar. It's done closed. I helped her clean up, and we just proceed to get fucking drunk.
I was gonna say, what time was this? Like whenever the bear is still out there and y'all are just waiting for the bear to mindlessly pass on.
Well, on Wednesdays they close at 8. I think
Okay, so it wasn't like a 2 o'clock type, 2 o'clock in the morning type deal.
we didn't leave till about 2.
Well,
Uh,
I'm just saying the bar didn't close at like 2 o'clock.
no, the
And then you
bar
stayed
closed
until like
at
6.
8, and
Yeah.
I think I sprayed about 9. So about 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock is when the bear showed up.
Okay. Well,
And then
that's
me and my sister just played kick ass tunes on the jukebox, like we was listening to the new Shinedown and shit. And she just kept pouring us drinks, and we just got kind of good and tipsy. And then we loaded up a little bit more alcohol and came to my house and kept drinking.
I was going to say you all had a really good night, and you had a whole bar to yourself, which is kind
Yeah.
of kick ass.
Oh, it's awesome. It's fantastic. Yeah, just chilling in the bar, jamming music with my sister. That's a good night, you know.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. I'd kill for one of those nights.
And we had our excitement because of the bear. Yeah.
The bear, yeah, you know.
Well, like when we went to leave, I told her, I said, get in my truck and I'm going to drive you over your car. That way, if that bear's still there, I can blow my horn, scare the son of a bitch off. But when we got over there was some trash kind of, pulled out. It wasn't too bad at that time, but the bear was gone. So then today, my sister calls me on video chat and she's like, look what this motherfucker done. And she turns her camera around, and dude, he got into at least a dozen big ass bags of trash and scattered them everywhere.
What a bastard.
Yeah, so my sister's out there in the parking lot today with plastic gloves on, cleaning up after this fucking bear. She was like, I hate this fucking thing. She's like, I want to kill this bear.
I mean, what do you do though? Like friggin' you just like all you can do is just like curse under your breath and just be fucking pissed. But like,
Yeah,
yeah, you could try to shoot the bear, but like
that's a big no down here, man.
exactly.
I don't know how things are up there, but down here, if you kill a bear out of season and they catch you, they will take your hunting license. They will take every weapon that you own, and you'll be fined probably a good $20,000 or $30,000.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know what the law is when it comes to that crap here,
Yeah.
but I can imagine it's not a good idea.
I told my sister, I said, when fall comes in, talk to your boss. I was like, I'll come out there one night with my crossbow and set up and bust his ass.
Well,
As long as bear season's in, and I have permission on that land, I can go drop his ass.
well, your luck. That bear is probably going to get dropped anyways later sometime.
That as big as that bear is, though, he'd make a sweet ass rug.
He does look like he'd make a nice little piece of furniture.
Yeah, he'd make a fucking great bear rug in my living room or in my bedroom floor.
Am I crazy saying he's kind of cute though? Like
He is.
bears are scary, but they are kind of adorable. Even a bigger bear.
Oh, I got a video of him too. I got video of him just walking right past us to the dumpsters.
Like you leave bears alone and they're just kind of wandering the one. Oh, he just sent me the video, by the way. You just leave bears alone and they're doing their own thing. They're kind of just adorable to watch.
Oh, he was cool too. Like he was kind of showing off. Like when he was next to that pole and he was watching us, all of a sudden then I guess I don't know if he was trying to scare us or what, but like he turned around and he started like gnawing on the telephone pole. And then like he looked at us and he started scratching his shoulder on it. Like
big fucking show off.
He had a big itch, so he was scratching his shoulder on that.
That's exactly what he was doing. That big son of a bitch.
And then he just sat down on his ass and looked at us like, "What's up?" Like I was just expecting him to wave at me any minute.
It would have been like one of those gifs like people see bears at the zoo or whatever, and sometimes they'll wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those type deals. Man, you could have made a funny gif.
I was waiting on him I was hoping he would fucking wave at us, but him sitting on his ass was funny enough. I mean, he was just sitting right on his ass and just looking around, and he seen us and he's like, all right. And at first he was like nervous, like he acted like he was about to leave, but then he realized we wasn't coming after him and he's like, fuck it, I'll do what I want.
He chill bear.
Yeah, he was chill. He was.
Listen, like if a bear's a good 200 feet away from me or something, I'll look at the bear. He don't mess with me. I don't turn to a little girl and start crying.
Yeah. And I mean, looking at the pictures, I mean, you can tell. I mean, this bear was probably a good 250, 300 pounds.
He's massive.
Yeah, a big son of a bitch.
Now that freaks me out around here because there's a lot of land around here in the hills of West Virginia. So it come out and be a little bit more spooky than I would expect and whatnot. That I had my biggest fear when it comes to a bear is driving up on in the country, just middle of BFE, and all of a sudden a big old bear is just standing right there in the middle of the road, and I just be like, well, what the fuck do I do now? Do I turn back? Do I go forward? Do I honk at the bear? Because the one thing I don't want to do is honk at the bear and the bear be like, all right, motherfucker, and then come up and like pounce on my fucking hood, because then I'd be like, well, I just shit myself.
I guess I'm different. Well, I mean, I was raised in the woods by a fucking mountain man. My dad still lives a mile and a half away from anybody. And, I was raised in the woods hunting and fishing and all that shit. I've been in the woods and come up on bears.
I have not.
It's not a thing for me anymore unless it involves baby bears. And then I'm like, no, because you fuck with baby bears, you got to deal with mama then.
Oh, yeah. This is fucking keep me away from any kind of baby bear.
Yeah, no, I've ran up on, full grown bears in the woods. And as soon as they smelled me, they were gone,
Mm-hmm.
But
oh yeah, because I feel like they're one of those animals that if you don't fuck with them, they're probably more afraid of you than you are of them.
Oh, they're terrified.
Yeah.
And the thing that they're terrified most of, if the funny shit is dogs.
That's really funny.
Bears are scared to death of every type of fucking dog, even like a little tiny fucking chihuahua. A bear is scared to fucking death of a dog.
Yeah, because dogs just don't give a shit.
It's something about their bark, and it scares the living shit out of a bear.
Well, not only that, dogs think that everything is just a bigger dog.
Yeah.
So they'll either go and bark at it out of excitement or bark at it from like, fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That not to say like dogs are stupid. They just don't know any better.
Now, like a lot of times if I'm in the woods and I see a bear and they don't see me, I hold still and just watch them do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one time I was at my dad's, I was squirrel hunting, and I looked up about 15 feet from me, and these two little baby bears come walking around. And I was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, where the fuck is mama? So the first thing I thought in my mind was, I'm going to scare the shit out of these bears so they get the hell away from me. And they finally looked over and see me. And when they did, I just waved at them. And they
hi, little bears.
Yeah, I just waved. I was like, what's up, guys? And they were like, oh, fuck, no, get out of here. And they ran.
Oh, God, he's got his hand up, run.
It turned out the mama was at nowhere near us. My dad figured out where the mom was because I told him about it, and he went to the woods the next day and he figured it out. But at the top of that ridge, a cow had died up there, and the mama was up there having herself some lunch.
Ah, fair.
Yeah, she was eating off that dead cow, and the babies were just like, okay, we're gonna go play while mama munches. So
makes sense.
I mean, that's what they do. But I mean, after all the bear stuff that's happened here at my house, they don't startle me or shock me anymore. I've just kind of got used to them. Like, the one that was standing on my porch and looked in my window at me, if there wasn't a plate of glass between us, we was 2 inches apart.
Yeah.
Like, he looked in the window and I was looking at him, and as soon as he see me, I went, get the fuck off my porch, and scared the shit out of him. Dude, he fell off my porch backwards. He was like,
that reminds me of a video of some person from Scotland or whatever. There was a big old fucking bear coming up on their porch, and all of a sudden this guy in his Scottish accent is just like, this fucking bear stops being a bear for a minute. He falls down flat on his ass. He like whips around quickly as can be, and is just like, what the fuck am I? And then just bolts it back into the woods. So fucking funny.
And now there was one at my house that was not scared of me or anybody at all, and it was a baby. But I had a bag of trash sitting in the back of my work truck. I was planning on taking off the next day. Well, that next morning, before I got up, I hear my mom pulling into my driveway, but she doesn't get out. And then she starts blowing her horn. And I'm like, what is she blowing her horn about? She can get her ass out the damn car and come to the house. But she kept blowing her horn. So I go to my door and I open it and look, and this little baby bear is standing on the bumper of my truck, just helping himself to what's in that bag of trash. And he just looks over and sees me, and he looks at me, and I looked at him, and he was like, okay. And he just kept going through the bag of trash.
What's up, dude?
Yeah. And I was like, dude, will you get the fuck out of here? And he finally did. I think I had to throw a rock at him or something to get his attention and get him the fuck out of there. Like
Listen,
he was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna eat your trash.
what's more annoying, a fucking bear eating your trash, or just a few of my people, raccoons eating your trash?
Uh, each have their own downfalls.
No. What?
Raccoons will go at it, a bag of trash wherever it's at.
Mm-hmm.
A full-grown bear will take your bag of trash, drag it up the hill about 30 feet, and then tear into it there. So I guess the question is, do you want your front porch or the back of your truck covered in trash, which a raccoon would do? Or do you want trash strung out all over your fucking yard, which is what a bear would do?
Which would you prefer if you had to have something like that happen? Because at least with the raccoons, they keep it all in one area. You'd probably just have a lot more to clean up in that one little area. But with the fucking bear, you probably wouldn't have nearly as much, but it's like everywhere, and you'd have to move and grab the shit wherever you flung it.
Yeah, well, with raccoons though, it's easier for me to dispatch them.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
You just wanted to bring up the fact you could kill raccoons easier.
Yeah, they're easier to kill, and there's not a law against me fucking killing them. Yeah, because they're considered a nuisance animal. You can kill them all year round.
I'm just saying, like, without killing the animals, let's take that equation out for just a minute, because I know you like to fucking shoot my people. How dare you?
I blasted a few.
No. But like, I'm sure it's not that frequent. So just in the time though, if it would happen, would you rather just have it all your trash be in just one area? You just pick all of it up at once there, or would you rather have less of it but just flung out the place? I think I would have it.
I mean,
I think I would have it in
I'd rather
just
deal
one
with the
area.
raccoon. Yeah. I'd definitely rather deal with the raccoon as far as the mess that they make. Because, dude, I had a bear here one time. He took a bag of trash out of my truck and took it up on the hill right by my fence and just made a fucking mess.
I'd be pissed.
Oh, I was so fucking pissed.
If I knew I wouldn't get in trouble, I would just probably leave the trash there, unless there was like certain things that I had to pick up because it would probably stink after a while or something.
Yeah.
But like papers and stuff, I'd just be like, fuck that, bear. I ain't fucking picking up your shit.
Yeah, I mean, I went out there and I cleaned up the stuff that couldn't stay out there.
Right.
Now, like, paper and shit, that don't fucking matter. Paper will fall apart after a couple of rains,
Yeah.
But like glass bottles and stuff, I had to get those up in cans. But like as far as like leftover food, I leave that shit for the crows and the possums. They can come fucking finish cleaning up the mess,
Hey, let nature do it for you.
Exactly. Just like when I get a deer or whatever's left of the deer that I don't scavenge for myself, I leave it out there, and I look out in my yard and there'll be like 8 crows out there like, we love you.
Listen,
and plus after they're done, I can go reclaim the bones, and you can do so much with bones, man. You can make jewelry with them. You can make my dad makes turkey calls out of them.
Oh, you can do so much with bones.
Oh yeah, you can get really creative with bones.
But listen, like, so I had something, but I lost it.
You lost it.
God damn it.
It may pop back up.
It might. But hey, while we had that little blip by my part being a dum-dum, if you want to listen to even more of our nonsense, I have no idea what we're going to talk about during that, because we're struggling on this one, I feel. Actually, not really. We're doing pretty good.
We're flowing. We're
doing pretty good. Ebbs and flows.
Yeah, we got more flow than ebbs. I mean, yeah, we're doing all right.
But if you want to listen to more of us for about another half hour, go to our PDY Patreon page and listen to Save the After Show.
Yeah.
$3 a month, you get access to each 30-minute or so episode where we just sit back, relax, and talk about barely able to. I had a bear joke I was going to make, but it's just
he had a joke, but he just couldn't bear it.
I don't. Thank you for saving that. Thank you. Sit through a little more content. I believe we're on episode 17 now. You're missing. Yeah, I know. When it comes to the after show, wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're missing quite a lot of good stuff on there, including the video version of the after show of where we talked to Push the Attack, in which
Yeah.
Xander went to McDonald's while we were recording, which is still funny as fuck.
Like, I don't know like the history of like podcasts, but that's definitely got to be one of a first right there.
For us, yes.
Well, I mean, that's definitely a first for us, but I mean, how many podcasts can say that? Yeah, we was interviewing these people and they just got hungry, so they sent a dude to McDonald's and he stayed on the podcast and kept talking to us.
Not many, or at least not many good ones.
Yeah, not many. Yeah.
There's also the episode where we talked about the New Year's episode.
Yeah, where we talked about people getting sick and people shitting
their pants and everything, dude.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff happens on the after show. I'm sure we'll continue that tonight or into the future ahead. So if you want to check out more of that content, go to patreon.com/itspdy, patreon.com/itspdy. Go and listen after this episode. You will not be disappointed.
Indeed.
Listen, tonight, Shinedown is in town here in Charleston.
No shit.
Yes. They have the Pretty Reckless and Diamante, I think their name is.
Diamante.
Yeah. Diamante, yeah. So they're going to be in town. And guess who has to work until 9:00 tonight?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I was possibly going to get free tickets possibly to go too.
I've seen Shinedown. They're very good live. Actually, that's one of the best bands I've ever seen live. Like they really know how to put on a live show.
Well, thanks for disappointing me even more. But it's okay because tomorrow
I haven't seen the others. I haven't seen Pretty Reckless or Diamante live, so I can't speak for them.
It's okay because I think their album officially comes out tomorrow. Like they've probably already leaked the album. Here,
Planet Zero comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, I believe Planet Zero. Let me double check that because I believe that was the big deal for whenever they were coming here. Is that Planet Zero comes out tomorrow?
Nice.
Planet Zero. Let's see. The original Oh, okay. So for sale, it'll be on sale on July 1st, but it was originally set for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So it was originally set. They put it back some. I believe it looks like the songs are already available online, though.
Oh, really?
20 songs. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but the reason why they postponed it based on what the stuff on Google is telling us is due to delay in CD and vinyl production. That's from Wikipedia.
Gotcha.
But if the album is already out, hell, I'm gonna probably listen to that all day tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting that myself.
Because you listened to some of them. You mentioned it right before we started the podcast, didn't you? Or did you mention it here? I already forgot.
No, I mentioned it here when I was talking about me and my sister hanging out at the bar.
Yes. You were already listening to it. I've listened to the Saints of Violence and Innuendo, and then I listened to Planet Zero. Obviously, I am interested, especially how many songs there are.
Yeah, that's crazy. And Shinedown actually they hold a record.
Really?
They have the record of the most #1 singles released by a band.
For a rock band, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so of the 20 songs, 7 of them seem to be our only songs that are like less than a minute. So,
really?
Yeah, but still,
they might be little intros or something.
Yeah. So even if that's the case, that's 13 songs, and then maybe enough for 2 extra songs once you put all those intros together. That's still pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's great. And I mean, they're a very talented band. I love Shinedown.
Me too.
I mean, I look forward to it. And just like Slipknot's got a new album coming out soon too. I'm so fucking pumped to hear that. I'm
a little intrigued to possibly, like, I know I said I want to like charge my batteries and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I'm a little intrigued to go out tomorrow night after the Shinedown concert, because what if there's a possibility they'll be out in Charleston or one of those bands? I doubt they will.
Most bands usually do, actually, man. after a big show like that, you'll find them at probably, whatever the biggest bar in the area is probably the one you'll find them at.
Yeah, but are they going to the biggest bar in Charleston, West Virginia is they're not going to go that bar. There's no way.
They might.
Which is always a thing that it's always a might. I feel like going out and at least seeing if I could see someone from the band, or whether it be Shine Down or Pretty Reckless or whatever. Fuck it, I don't care. See Diamante, that'd be great. That'd be cool shit.
I never thought I would ever get drunk with the Butcher Babies, but I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was a wild ass night, I didn't want to go home.
So I don't know, man. That's a thought I'm thinking about doing tonight. Obviously we're recording the day before, so I'm thinking about doing it tomorrow, but
yeah.
That's a pretty cool deal. I would like to, but I just wanted to go to that fucking concert so bad. But
oh yeah,
I didn't.
Well, actually, I was talking today to somebody about, because we were listening to Planet Zero, and with my 8-year-old daughter being a huge Shinedown fan, I was like, I really need to look into taking her to a Shinedown show.
Yeah, see if they're coming to
Virginia. You would lose her fucking mind, dude. Like she would lose her shit. Like I've done figured out I would need to take my oldest kid to a Shinedown show. I need to take my youngest daughter to a Slipknot show, and I need to get her a Slipknot mask to wear there, or she would be pissed. And my son, I just need to take him to a WWE event.
Oh, WWE shows are really cool.
Yeah, I've never been to one. I've been to a TNA show. That was fun.
I've been to a few live WWE events, and I've been to a Dynamite taping.
Nice.
Yeah, so the Dynamite taping was obviously the best one, because WWE shows, they just WWE shows, they just phone it in for.
Yeah.
But the Dynamite show was awesome because it was only like their 3rd or 4th episode.
No, the TNA show I went to, it wasn't a televised show.
Mm-hmm.
But it was when TNA was really good. It was when AJ Styles had Ric Flair as his manager.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Dude, I went there and I got to hang out with Mick Foley and just like talk to him and shoot the shit with him. It was me and him and the guy that always done the merch stuff for TNA. What was his fucking
Don
name?
West?
Yeah, Don West.
Yeah.
It was me, Mick Foley, and Don West just chilling at a table talking. And dude, Mick Foley is a funny son of a bitch, dude. Like all he has is jokes. Everything that comes out of his mouth is something hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And he had me and Don West dying. Like I was laying on the floor dying. Like he's goofy. But I got to meet Jeff Hardy at that show. I got to meet AJ Styles and Ric Flair. Matt Morgan, my God, that dude is scary huge. But it was a cool show. Like they really put it on, and I had a blast there.
When it comes to wrestling shows of that size, the only person I've met was Byron Saxton. Whenever they were in Charleston.
Oh, Byron, huh?
Yeah, and he was just standing right next to the ring and everything, and he was like talking to people, and I just went up, shook his hand, like, hey, appreciate all the stuff y'all do and everything. I never told a active like person on a wrestling roster that before, so I felt really cool. When I got a picture with him, I have that picture still. I think it's on Facebook. So that was cool.
Believe I almost forgot it, but also at that TNA show, I got to meet Rob Van Dam and hold the TNA World Title.
How do you forget that you held a TNA World Title?
Well, I was sitting here thinking of all the wrestlers I met, and Rob Van Dam was the first one that popped in my head, and I was like, wait a minute, that was at the TNA show too.
That's rad, dude.
Yeah, that was cool. Like I got a picture of me, him, and my ex-girlfriend, and I got the TNA World Title on my shoulder, and we're all doing the Rob Van Dam thing with our thumbs.
That's so cool.
It was cool. Now, like I used to go to a lot of the little small independent shows around here. We used to have an independent wrestling wrestling company here, and you know how independent shows are. They bring in like an old school name.
Yeah.
So I mean, at those, dude, I met R-Truth. That dude is cool as fuck. Rick Steiner was one of my favorites. Like when I met Rick Steiner, I was like, look, I know you probably don't hear this a lot, but your brother sucks and you're pretty cool. And he was like, I appreciate that. My brother does suck. I was like, okay, well, at least you're on my side. But I met Larry Zbysko. I met Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I've met a lot of the old school wrestlers through shows like that. So those are always fun.
I mean, I'm just saying, I've interviewed Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah, you have. Yeah,
So I'm just saying, +2 to me.
yeah. And one of the craziest ones I ever met though was New Jack.
Oh my God. I refuse to meet New Jack.
New Jack is a crazy fucking dude.
He was nuts. Like,
He
so,
had he had people so pissed off at that show that they were getting their kids up and leaving and wanting their ticket money back.
so this was probably like the last time right before I stopped working there, but he was at the Eleanor Piggly Wiggly whenever they had their Hunger Fight show.
Yeah.
And I remember my former boss just like trying to just meeting everybody because he was putting on the show and everything. And he was like, that dude's scary. I'm just like, yeah. And I'd met just about everyone else that was around there. Like I'd met Sandman. He's really cool. Hell, Sandman and Shane Douglas actually did a spot for in front of my camera that Sandman actually held Shane Douglas's face up to my camera. Was like, you like that or something like that. And then just beat the shit out of him right in front of me.
I met Sandman too at a small show around here.
That was really cool. But when New Jack came out, I was just like, keep me the fuck away from this man. This man looks dangerous.
Dude, down here, New Jack had people, like I said, he had people snatching their kids up and leaving and going, I want my money back. Because he was standing, that show did not become, it was not PG anymore once New Jack got in the fucking ring.
No.
He was telling people they could kiss his ass, and if they didn't like it, they could suck a monkey's dick. I mean, he was just being brutal. And I was like, wow. But he went on to have a insane match. Like I have a picture of him right in front of me screaming at me, and his face is covered in blood. And that was because him and the dude was fighting through the crowd, and they ended up going to the top of some bleachers and ended up getting superplexed off the bleachers through like 2 tables that had thumbtacks on them. I was like, this is fucking crazy. It was a wild night.
My buddy almost elbowed John Moxley at that first AEW show that we went to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So he entered like just in the entranceway at the Coliseum, not too far away from where we were sitting. And yeah, he almost was able to like elbow him. That's how kind of close we were to him.
Nice.
But I was more in the middle of the aisle. So like he was like right at the edge, and he's a bigger guy too. So there was a seat in between him and the other guys that were there. And then there was a seat between me and that. So we kind of like bookended with a seat and then like 3 guys in the middle there. So I ended up being closer more to the middle of the row. And whenever after the show, he told me that, I'm just like, you son of a bitch. Lucky bastard.
Now, like the most asshole-ish wrestler I've ever dealt with was Lex Luger.
I could see that.
He was signed to come to one of these small shows here. He came in, he did what he was going to do. He walked up the ramp, he got in his car, and he fucking left. He didn't stick around. He didn't high five a single fucking fan. Like, he just came there, got his paycheck, and left. That's all he fucking done.
Mm-hmm.
And now, the coolest wrestler I ever met, as far as like just being a nice fucking person, was Jeff Hardy. Because I was at the TNA show. I was there ready to get my picture taken with Jeff Hardy. And I mean, I'm a big Jeff Hardy fan. I was fucking pumped.
Yeah.
Well, my ex-girlfriend couldn't get the fucking camera to work. And the security guy was like, all right, man, you've had enough time. I'm sorry. You're just not going to get your picture. Move along. And Jeff Hardy looked at the security guy and he said, hold the fuck on, man. He's like, she'll get the camera fixed. Let him get his picture. And I looked at him. I was like, you know what? That was cool of you. He's like, hey, you paid a ticket to come in here, man. He's like, you're getting a fucking picture with me. I don't care how long it takes her. And I was like, that was just cool.
That's rad.
It was awesome. I was like, Jeff Hardy stood up for me. I'm like, shit, Yeah,
dude.
And that show was actually, it was the day after my birthday. We hadn't, on my birthday, I got drunk and got a tattoo. And then the next morning we got up and drove to North Carolina to go see TNA. So that was a cool little late birthday present,
How'd we go from Shinedown to wrestling again?
Well, you were talking about Shinedown might be at a bar hanging out, and then we just started talking about celebrities and shit.
We always go to wrestling now. Have you noticed this?
we do tend to do that every now and then.
But yeah, dude, I'm semi intrigued to go out, but I'm also semi like just fuck off. I want to go home.
I
I
don't know.
don't
I would say just
know.
like monitor like Shinedown's like Facebook page,
Yeah,
and you may get a post pops up where they may be hanging out, and then I'd take my ass there.
think so. Or
Yeah,
they're Pretty Reckless. I wouldn't mind hanging out with the lead singer of Pretty Reckless. She's fucking hot.
yeah, and you know that
I
is
don't
Cindy
use
Lou Who.
Yeah, I that's why I was beginning to talk about her because I was just about to mention that. Yeah, that's the little girl from How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
blew my mind when I found out that that was her.
yeah. Taylor Momsen grew up, and she looks good.
She
Yeah,
sure did. Boy,
she looks great.
howdy.
Yeah, she looks fantastic. I'm like, damn.
Like
Yeah.
whenever I found out that this was the same person, I immediately was like, I have to go to Spotify and listen to him.
Mm.
I'm gonna I gotta make sure it's the same
And they're
image.
not bad. They're not
Well,
bad.
hold on. So I had to make sure because I wasn't going to, because I was originally going to listen to music, obviously, because it's Spotify.
Yeah.
What else the fuck you going to do?
Yeah.
I put it on Spotify. What's the first thing that you see whenever you look up the Pretty Reckless on Spotify? When you look for when you put in the artist name, you get the picture of one of the stills of one of their songs, and she's naked with her arms crossed and just laying there on like a stone slab.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm just like, Cindy Lou woohoo.
Yeah. That just makes me want to fucking find Whoville. I want to move to Whoville. If
if
that's what kind of women Whoville produces, I'm moving to Whoville.
if they grow up like that, boy, howdy, I'm making express ticket tonight.
Yeah, I'll even go kick the Grinch in the nuts for him. I don't give
Find
a
one of
fuck.
those snowflakes there and just hop on and never
Yeah, I'm
look
gonna ride
back.
that motherfucker out. Yeah.
Whoa, easy now. They're talking about going to Whoville, not riding a Whovian.
I think they're both the same.
Hey now.
Hey, actually, one thing that I also did do this week. Um, I'm sure most people know by now, as of Monday on HBO Max, the Batman is finally on HBO Max,
It is.
and I watched it.
What do you think?
Did you watch it?
I have not.
I was impressed. I mean, like everybody freaked out about the movie, so I guess I went into it with like really high expectations. So, like to me, it wasn't as good as everybody put it out to be, but it was good. I will give the fucking glittery vampire his credit. He did play a good Batman.
He's a better actor than the fucking Twilight movies, dude.
Yeah,
I'm telling
yeah.
you.
Well, he played a good Batman, but he wasn't the best Bruce Wayne. Like it was almost like that Superman thing. Like I always make the joke about Superman that the only difference between Superman and Clark Kent is glasses. How the fuck can people not figure out that Superman and Clark Kent are the same people?
Well,
All it is Clark Kent takes his glasses off, bam, he's Superman.
well,
That's kind of the vibe I got from Robert Pattinson playing both characters of Batman and Bruce Wayne. As Bruce Wayne, he was just as fucking dark as Batman. Like he sat around looking like some fucking gothic kid that's pissed off at his parents. Like his hair hanging down over his eyes, talking real depressed sounding and shit. Like he didn't, like all the Batmans we're used to is Batman's that dark character, but when he's Bruce Wayne, he's this cocky billionaire. He did not do that. He was like this dark, disturbed person that was also Batman. But the thing I do got to say is the guy that played the Riddler, he made that movie. His acting was phenomenal. He was fucking he sold the idea of him being a fucking psychopath to the fullest. And also Colin Farrell as the Penguin was amazing. Like if you look at the pictures of Colin Farrell as a Penguin, you can't tell that's Colin Farrell. Like, yeah, I watched the movie and I was like, that's not Colin Farrell. But sure enough, in the credits, yes, that's Colin Farrell. But the prosthetics they put on him and the way he changed his accent was, I mean, Colin Farrell can, after watching that, I think Colin Farrell could play any fucking role he wants to. Like, he can pull off anything, dude. It was crazy seeing him as the Penguin. So yeah, I mean, I'll if I was going to rate it on a 1 to 10, I'd give it maybe a 7. And
That's
it
not
was
bad.
And it was. I mean, you get your entertainment out of it too. It had a lot of entertainment in it, and it was 2 hours and 56 minutes long. So you definitely got a movie out of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker, almost 3 hours long. Plus, also Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. She's just hot. So that was a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, all around, I would watch it again. I liked the bat suit that he had. I liked it a lot better than a lot of the other Batmans. Bat suits. It was more believable. It looks like somebody sat down and just made himself a fucking suit. But it looked cool. And the Batmobile was a fucking muscle car with fucking flamethrower out the back of it, which was pretty fucking sweet.
That sounds badass.
Yeah, dude. It was the Batmobile was brutal. So yeah, I mean, it was a good movie. The only casting choice I probably would have changed was I like John Turturro, but the role that they gave John Turturro in that movie was not a role I felt like he should have played. He was Carmine Falcone, which if you follow Batman, he's one of the biggest mob bosses in Gotham City. He didn't really do it for me as Falcone, but the rest of the movie was great. It was pretty good.
There you go. You got your recommendation from Jbomb to go see the Batman on HBO Max.
And no spoilers at all. I did that without any fucking spoilers.
Look at you. You're learning this game.
You're proud of me.
I'm very proud of you.
Not a single spoiler in the whole thing.
None at all.
Yeah.
And then we get to the after show, and you're just like, listen to this.
Yeah, so this is what really happened.
No, I wanted to see it. No,
but
God damn it.
Another thing that did impress me, I was worried about it, but I love Andy Serkis, but I was really worried about Andy Serkis being Alfred. But he did pretty good. He did good. I mean, Andy Serkis, I don't know if you know who that is, but he was the guy that played Gollum and Smeagol in Lord of the Rings. And,
I was going to say the name sounded familiar, but
yeah, and he was King Kong in one of the Kong movies. They used his face as Kong. So most of his work hasn't really been him actually as him. It's been CG and just using his face. So I was kind of worried about that because I think the only movie I can think of that he was actually in without CGI was he was in the Avengers movies. He was some kind of foreign weapons dealer.
Mm-hmm.
And he did all right in that, but I mean, he was only in those movies for like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Age of Ultron, and Ultron ripped his fucking arm off. That was about the only time you've seen him. But as far as him playing Alfred, he did pretty good. He did good enough.
That's good.
Yeah,
at least it wasn't a bomb.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those guys that straight up. If I felt like the movie sucks, I'll tell you, don't watch it.
Oh, absolutely.
That'll be 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever of your life that you can't get back. Don't watch it.
Hell, you've done that before.
Yeah, but now I will say with the Batman, if you like Batman movies, definitely check it out. It's worth watching.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. So, Jbomb, I think we have gotten to the end of this lovely podcast. Pretty good.
Not bad.
Pretty good for not having anything really to talk about going in.
Yeah, for having absolutely no material to start with, we found something.
We did, man. I could have went into the whole shit that's going on with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, but I don't want to.
I don't know all the details to that. So
maybe next week. Maybe
next week we can get into that. Yeah.
Maybe we can
do some
talk
research.
About then. Yeah.
I mean, from the little bit that I've read about it, I definitely stand with Johnny Depp on this.
Yeah.
Amber Heard is a bitch.
Yeah. So maybe next week we'll talk about that more. I don't know enough, and the trial is still going on. So
yeah, I don't know enough either. So yeah, we'll put that on the back burner and definitely cover it later.
We'll see where we're at, and we'll see what they're at, where they're at with that.
Exactly.
Oh, but I will mention before we go that the reason why I was talking about the Shinedown concert was because I'm probably going to a concert though coming up on Tuesday, which is an odd day for a concert, but
That is
probably
a weird day for a concert.
yeah, but I'm probably going to go to a concert on Tuesday up in Columbus, so I will be out of town for at least a day.
And who are you going to see?
Uh, Dayseeker.
Never heard of that.
You might not have heard of them. They're rocking stuff, but I don't know. They're a little bit. I can't describe them well. Maybe more of like a. I don't know. I'll have to send you how a few songs of theirs, but
yeah,
there's a way I can describe them, but I won't because it's kind of insulting, sort of.
Okay,
probably, but
gotcha.
yeah. So I'm not going to say it like that until probably after even the after show.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but they're really good. I like them. I think they
Nice.
sound really good. So I can't wait. I'm excited to go to that. Plus, it gets me out of West Virginia for a little bit. I'm more than happy with that.
Hey man, I just like going to any shows. For me, even a bad show is still a show.
Yeah. Hell, I almost went to a baseball game today because I was just like, let me just go out and do something.
Like I was talking to somebody earlier today about concerts that I've been to, and like I'll say it really quick that Five Finger Death Punch and In This Moment suck live.
Why is that not surprising?
I saw Five Finger 3 times. I saw In This Moment 4 times, and they sucked every fucking time.
That's rather unfortunate because In This Moment's actually really good.
Not live. I think I figured out what the problem with In This Moment is live. Is I think Maria Brink is a big partier. So I think like the night before these shows, she's probably at a bar somewhere throwing down, getting drunk and getting fucked up. And then by the time next day pops up and it's showtime, her voice is shot to shit. Like every time I've seen them live, she sings like a dude. Like if I couldn't look up there and see her hot ass up there, on stage, I'd be like, who's this fucking dude singing these songs? She sounds horrible. At least the times I've seen them. I've talked to other people and said they said they've seen them and they were great. And I'm like, I wish that would have been one of the 4 times I've seen them, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but nice.
Yeah, and then Five Finger, my God, Five Finger was so bad live. 3 times I've seen them, it made me stop listening to them.
Wow.
Yeah, like I was like, no, like they completely ruined them for me. Yeah, just I'm over it. Yeah, fuck it.
Well, speaking of shows, we got any shows locally that we can talk about before we ride off into the sunset and get the after show started?
Oh God, you had to ask.
I did have to. Okay, it's a Friday show. We haven't done it for like 2 weeks now. You should be more than prepared.
Okay, I got it pulled up here. Actually, down my way this Saturday, at the Pit, they got a show in Withville, Virginia. Starts at 6 p.m. And they got quite a few bands playing. They got Inferior Design, which is a really cool band.
Rad.
Have you ever seen Inferior or watched any of their?
I've heard about them.
They did a cover of you remember the song Tub Thumping?
No.
I think that might have been what it was called.
Tub Thumping?
It was like I get knocked down.
Oh yeah,
that?
Yeah.
They did a metal cover of that with Mindy Jackson from Dying Oath. And the song was great and the video was fucking hilarious. But yeah, Inferior Design will be on that one. The Reticent, Counteraction, and Moonscar. And like I said, that's at the Pit in Withville.
Cool.
Let's see here. Saturday. This is at the Bluefield Eagles, which is where I got ripped out of my money for 2 days.
Yeah.
There's a band playing called Ain't Dead Yet. I haven't heard them. But yeah, that's at the Eagles.
Intrigued.
And do you guys not got anything going on up there?
Mad related. I am not sure when it comes to that. We
I
may
said,
not.
did Shinedown just run everybody out of the area for the
Li-
weekend?
Listen, they might have
They
because
may
of how
have.
big of a deal it is.
They may have because
Give me
I'm looking. I'm not finding anything.
give me just a second here. I would like to promote maybe one of my favorite bars
Ooh.
because like I will say, speaking of that favorite bar, I had kind of an epiphany. I'll talk about it more on the after show. I just don't care for people, I don't think.
It's because
Man,
people suck, dude. And people just
man,
suck.
let me tell you.
Yeah, people suck. They
Holy
really do.
fuck.
Um, I'm I'm not much of a people person. Like I'm amazed that
Whoops.
I can be in the club and love everybody in the club because I usually hate people.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the club though is just a bunch of people that hate people too. So we have that thing in common. So we're
Yeah, it works
okay.
out.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I don't
people
like
that
that
hate
motherfucker
people.
either.
We're cool
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I don't like that motherfucker either. So I like you because you don't like him either. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely go more into that in the after show, which is something I can talk about. But I will. I do like this bar, Easy Street. I've mentioned them
Mm.
multiple times, and I know they're big enough. We don't need little old podcast me to mention them. But I will like to like mention this because it is a former Mad band that's going to be there.
Oh,
Betsy and the Aftermath.
you Betty.
Oh, it's not. Oh, my bad. It's not them then.
Okay, so it's Betsy.
Betsy and the Aftermath. I completely messed that up. My bad.
Now
Well, Betsy
I
and the
will say
Aftermath.
that I've been to Easy Street, and I have to agree with you. That's one of my favorite places to go.
It's a it it's a nice place, dude. I like it.
It is.
I just wish people didn't suck ass.
That's the one that has the little back deck that faces the river, right?
Yes, and they've improved it. Then now they got like an outside bar too.
Ooh, very
Yeah,
sweet.
it's really cool. I like it a lot.
Nice. Yeah, I ain't
So
been there in about 2 years. So
so Saturday, April 23rd, Betsy and the Aftermath. My bad. That will
cool,
be at
cool.
Easy Street. So maybe every now and then I'll shout out my favorite bar too. I know they don't need it, like I said, but hey, it's where I like to go, and you all should check it out too if you're listening and you haven't went for a while and want to go to a cool bar. Just hopefully you'll like people more than I do.
I mean, I can shout out a bar, and it's the one my sister works at. The old number three in Pocahontas.
I mean, do it. Why not, man? We're here.
Yeah, the old number three is. It's. I mean, yeah, my sister works there, but I will say that they have some of the best fucking food I've ever had at a restaurant. Like it's a
Mhm.
restaurant and bar, and dude, everything I have ate there has been fucking fantastic. Like they had last night I actually had dinner there, and I had the smothered grilled chicken breast,
Mm.
and
Mm.
it was a grilled chicken breast with onions, mushrooms, green peppers, and then they took cheese and melted it all over it. And dude, it was good.
That sounds
And
fantastic.
they have awesome steaks, burgers. I mean, but I had their salmon. Their grilled salmon was really good. So yeah, they got great food, great. And my sister being a bartender, she's been a bartender for 6 years. She can make you about any fucking drink you can think of, and she's very good at getting people drunk.
Nice.
But also, I mean, they have axe throwing there. I love going there and just throwing some axes.
Dude, I want to axe throw.
Dude, if you're pissed off at something, that is the best stress relief is to just go and throw some axes at a bullseye and just get it out of your system. But I mean, they also have pool and stuff like that. But it's a cool place. They do karaoke every Thursday night. And they usually have a band every Friday or Saturday night that'll play, even if it's just like one person sitting there with a guitar playing. But it's a cool place, and honestly, it's great for me because it's about 4 minutes from my house.
That's not bad.
Yeah, dude, it's sweet. And when you come down sometime, I'll take you down there. We'll throw some axes.
Sounds good to me, man. I hope I'm down there sooner than what either of us think.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hopefully it is going to be by the time you have that show down there.
Yeah, we're having a birthday party here Saturday.
Yeah. Happy
Yeah,
early birthday.
yeah, it's for Kevin.
Yeah.
Did you meet Kevin?
I think so. Maybe not.
That's Alan's brother,
Maybe not.
Cyborg's brother. Yeah, you probably did. He was at MadFest.
Oh, well, then yeah. Then yes, I have.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I've met everybody at MadFest.
yeah. It's Cyborg's brother. He prospected with the club for a little bit, but he had a problem with a couple of members, and he just said, "Fuck it, this ain't for me," and he quit. But
That's fair.
he's still a big friend of the club family, and we was at the Sever the Wicked show at Wild Riders a month ago, and he was like, "My birthday is on April 22nd," and I was like, "Cool." He's like, "Is there any way we can have a birthday party for me at your house on the 23rd?" And I was like, "Let me look at my calendar."
I
And sure enough, I was free this weekend, so I
remember
told
you
him, I said,
telling this
"Sure,
story,
yeah,
man. I remember that. Yeah.
yeah, we'll have him a birthday party." So yeah, we're gonna hang out Saturday night and have some drinks and celebrate Kevin's birthday.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Have fun and stay safe.
Oh, we always stay safe. I don't let anybody drink and drive.
Good. Nor
That's a
should
big
you.
that's a big no in my house.
There you go.
Yeah.
Think for advice. Well, I'll just mention it because we very briefly talked about the Johnny Depp stuff. Don't like if you're in a relationship, don't fucking like if you want out, just get out or something. I know it's hard to do. I know you might want to help me with this a little bit more because I'm not really I've never really been in a relationship, but
I mean,
it's really
in the
hard.
end, breakups are a bitch.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
can see that. And
even if you're completely unhappy with the relationship you're in, there's always that part of you that's saying, well, I got myself into this. I can't just quit.
right.
But sometimes that's the only way you can go, man.
And you don't want to get
I've been in
abused or
several
anything.
toxic relationships, and I was even in one where the girl tried to beat my ass one night.
Yikes.
Yeah, she went total fucking UFC on me out of fucking nowhere. Just started throwing elbows right into my fucking head, and I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah.
And I've never hit a woman, and considering that night I should have. But like I caught her up under one of her elbows and just rock bottomed her ass and held her down till she calmed the fuck down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I've been in some bad ones, and I can speak from experience. If you wait too long, it gets worse. So yeah, if you're in a toxic relationship, run the fuck away. I
Yeah,
don't care
and
how much time you put into it. You could put 10 years into it. If it turns toxic and it's harmful for you, your body, or your mind, get the hell away from it.
yeah, and just for me there, since I'm not used to it, I apologize if that sound a little bit like basic of a way of saying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I just don't have that much experience on it. So, Jbomb, thank you for elaborating more on that and saying a
Oh, no
lot better
problem.
than I could.
Yeah, I've been through the ringer. It's not fun.
Yeah. Sorry, brother.
But you just pick stuff up and you keep going. You hope you find somebody better. But the thing is, you can't find anybody better if you're staying stuck with somebody that's making you fucking miserable.
There you go.
So yeah, it's always best to run because there's always somebody better. As
Oh,
the saying always goes, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
there you are.
Hmm.
And also, be careful around bears.
Yes, be careful around bears.
Be careful around bears.
Yeah, they're big and they have sharp teeth and sharp claws.
Rare, I'm a bear, bear.
Yeah, yeah. You may want to steer clear of those motherfuckers. They don't fuck around. They're gangster.
All right, let's get to the after show, brother.
Let's do
Take
it. All
take
right.
us out of here.
Thanks for listening, everybody. It was fun. Stick around for the after show where God knows what the fuck we'll talk about. But at the stride we're going right now, it may be anything. But join us next week where we will most likely and hopefully have at least one episode for you next week, and we'll talk some more crazy shit and hope everybody fucking enjoys it. But until then, stay safe. If you go out this weekend, have fun. But also, once again, stay safe. Be careful. Don't drink and drive. And stay metal.